They aren't making enough Japanese. The number who can operate in business in English is a finite and actually a reducing amount at the moment. Various government schemes have failed to reverse this course, and the new plans are welcome, but I'm skeptical. What will you do when you cannot recruit enough English speakers, or even worse, retain them? Find out more in today's show. Welcome back to Year 6 of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, which we release every Monday. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, Dale Carnegie Tokyo franchise owner, master trainer, president of Dale Carnegie Tokyo Training, and 3-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery. Zaegyo is the translation of Japan Sales Mastery. Anatta mo present no Tatsujin is the translation of Japan Presentations Mastery. And my latest book is Stop Wasting Money on Training. And the Japanese title is Training de Okane o Muru ni suru no wa yamemashou. We are bringing the show to you from our High Performance Center in Akasaka in Minato-ku, the business center of Tokyo. Why the cutting edge? We are here to win in business in Japan. Let's all be at the forefront, at the cutting edge of how to flourish here in this market. This is episode number 309. English-speaking Japanese staff have disappeared. それでは行きましょう. So let's get going. Japan seems to be going in opposing directions at the same time when it comes to the supply of internationalized staff suitable for foreign companies. The statistics show a peak in 2004 of 83,000 Japanese students venturing offshore. This dropped to a low of 57,000 in 2011, and since that point has climbed back around about 60,000. Just to put that in context, Korea has over 117,000 students studying overseas, but has half the population of Japan. Today, with many international companies looking to hire English-speaking, internationalized Japanese staff, the supply situation is looking grim. Some Japanese domestic companies are becoming strong competitors because they need more international Japanese as well. These firms are branching out overseas because they fear the decline in the Japanese consumer population will stunt their future growth. Once upon a time, this meant shipping Japanese expats off overseas to be forgotten for 5 years before sending the next one. The shortage of staff in Japan makes this proposition harder these days because they are needed here as the boomer generation retires. Also, with the increasing integration of overseas enterprise purchases into the Japanese mothership, the internationalization of the local headquarters staff is also becoming more important. So we have less Japanese youth going overseas and an increasing demand at home for those with good English and international experience. Previously, the Japanese Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports and Science and Technology, MEX, had been attempting to address this shortage. In 2013, the Japan Revitalization Strategy announced a government target of doubling the number of students studying abroad to 120,000 by 2020. There have been previous programs introduced, such as the Reinventing Japan Project 2011, the Tobitate Leap for Tomorrow Study Abroad Campaign 2013, and Team Up Campaign 2015. Looking at the numbers though, none of these has had much impact to date. The current government target of increasing the overseas Japanese student varsity population to 150,000 by 2030 sounds like an education bureaucrat's wild fantasy, but at least there is an effort being made to address the shortage. I won't be holding my breath in anticipation that their programs will be producing the numbers needed in the immediate future. Why aren't this generation heading overseas to study? A British Council study found 4 key reasons. Number 1, don't have the language skills. 2, too expensive. 3, unsafe. And 4, courses abroad are too difficult. There has been a lot of discussion also about the inward-looking nature of this generation. The Lehman shock put loyal staff out on the street and shook up their kids' assumptions about following the same lifetime employment path of their fathers and mothers. Consequently, like millennials elsewhere, they seem very focused on themselves. They don't have much patience for things which are mendoxai or troublesome. That particularly includes studying English and dealing with pesky foreigners. The 3/11 triple whammy of earthquake, tsunami, and triple nuclear reactor core meltdown refocused everyone on family, staying close, kizuna, and personal safety. Going overseas doesn't really fit into that picture. Having said that, though, the British Council study concluded that the interest in studying abroad is still strong. The interest may be there, but their actions are not matching the needs of business here. Find out more when we come back from the break. If you want to be successful as a leader, do the Leadership Training for Managers course. All companies need people who can both manage and lead. Leading people screams out for real skills in communication, dealing with all different types of people, being excellent at innovation, planning, delegation, handling mistakes, doing performance reviews really well, and inspiring and motivating the team. Do the Leadership Training for Managers course now in either Japanese or English. Are you doing business with Japan? Do you really know how things work? Japan Business Mastery provides the answers. Do you have the right networks and know how to create them? Do you know how to get on the same wavelength with Japanese buyers? Do you know what being trustworthy looks like from the Japanese perspective? Japan Business Mastery is based on more than 30 years' experience in Japan and will become your go-to guide. Want to succeed in Japan? Buy Japan Business Mastery now. Welcome back. The risk aversion of the Japanese mentality also operates against going overseas. Their perfectionist qualities also make the mastery of English seem like the impossible dream. Getting a job when you get back is an issue because of the inflexible nature of Japanese company hiring practices. Being older than your senpai, seniors, who enter the company before you is confusing for the company hierarchical culture. Fitting in is also harder because now they no longer think the same as everyone else. They have dared to be different. And this is not a formula for career success in Japan. Fitting in and being just like everyone else is preferred. There are a couple of things we can do. Larger companies can look at providing scholarships with golden handcuff clauses to assist the motivated who want to study overseas, but may be financially restrained from doing so. Related to that is the issue of keeping internationalized youth in the company after hiring them. This is where company culture becomes a winner, if you are smart about it. Conditions of employee can be a lot more flexible than in competitor Japanese companies. With a declining youth population, the number of those aged 0 to 34 halves over the next 40 years, employers will have to become a lot more flexible anyway, if they want to retain staff. These graduates often want to work in an international environment. However, they find themselves surrounded by local Japanese colleagues and they can't get to use that English they work so hard to improve. If you are running a multinational company, why not create opportunities for them to use their English by making English the real language of the office? Monday and Wednesday can be designated Japanese Day. Tuesday and Thursday, English Day. Friday is your free choice. Getting middle managers properly trained to lead the young is going to be a key to retention, and even more so with those international youth returned from study overseas. Coaching and communication skills are going to be at a premium because in the coming free agent world of work, the young will walk out the door to the competitor without hesitation. Recruiters will be ringing their cash registers hard as they pick up fees for luring your young away by painting a glowing picture of the greener grass at your rival's firm. Your managers have to preclude that possibility by knowing how to provide the young a style of leadership they themselves never experienced. Tough love leading is definitely out. If your leaders pursue that route, all that will be left will be tough times as staff shortages hit companies hard. Our hiring Armageddon winter has well and truly arrived, and hungry recruiters are the white walkers taking our young English speakers away from us. I hope you enjoyed today's show, and so please subscribe on YouTube. Share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Become a regular. Hit the little bell icon to receive update notifications. Our website details are on screen now, www.dale-carnegie.cojp. It's packed with value, so certainly check it out. We try to offer as much value as possible, so you might also enjoy our other shows. In fact, we are releasing content 6 days a week. For podcasts, Mondays for the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, Tuesday for the Presentations Japan series, and every second Tuesday for the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show, Wednesdays for the Sales Japan series, Thursdays for the Leadership Japan series, and every second Thursday for the Business Pro Podcast Show, Fridays for the Japan Business Mastery Show, and Saturdays for Japan's top business interviews. Now you get these wherever you get your podcast. Also, every Monday we release the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Every second Thursday we release the Business Pro Television Show, and every Friday the Japan Business Mastery Show. Saturdays, every Saturday, we're releasing Japan's top business interviews. These are all on YouTube. We appreciate your support, and please let others know about it so they can benefit too. We want to make a contribution to helping people build their careers and businesses, and so please join with us in that endeavor. In episode 310, we are talking about your good old days storytelling is dull in Japan. So yoroshiku onegai itashimasu. Please join me for the next episode of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. We are here to help you, and we have only got one direction in mind for you and your business, and that is up.